Yeah, it's because of a storm surge. That is it a warning, or we're still at a watch?
Warning for coastal Charlotte County in terms of the storm surge, and as it stands right now with the current forecast track, that storm surge threat seems to be growing. What I want to zoom into here are some of the beach areas along Charlotte County here. So if we can zoom really tight into the coastline here, because I just got word that there are people on Englewood Beach who don't want to evacuate, who don't want to leave. And I just kind of want to zoom into Englewood here a little tighter, if we can zoom in a little tighter and show that storm surge map. You see Punta Gorda Beach. Here's Englewood. So the beach area is right around Englewood. You can see that red stripe along the west coast beach areas, which means greater than 9 foot. But even over on the other side of those beach areas, we're still looking at over 3 feet, which means this is going to be completely underwater. And as you head south to Punta Gorda Beach, completely underwater still, with those storm surge numbers looking anywhere from 3 to 9 foot plus in terms of storm surge.
Yeah, depending on the elevation, these are the types of places where the water can just break right on through, although I don't see red all the way through. So let me show you a little bit of higher elevation in the middle there, but still, that's the case. But as we continue to go down, you see that red stripe right along the beach there. The beach is not the place to be with a hurricane, not even right now.
No.
In the to set an example and leave would be the best idea right now. Hopefully these folks have places to go that are on the beaches, because it will be unimaginable during the height of the storm for anyone. Sometimes we get a few pictures, a little bit of video that show that you can just hear the absolute roar that is constant. I had a friend who rode out Andrew on the south side of Miami, and Andrew had went down in that direction. He said he would never do that again. He said he thought the house was going to explode, that the walls were kind of coming in and expanding because of the strength of the wind. And basically, the way an airplane flies is that the wing is shaped, it's got a curve on the top. And so the wind rushes over, has to speed up going over the top of that wing to catch up to the wind going underneath the wing. And it creates a low pressure, which causes lift, a high pressure underneath the wing. It lifts the plane. Well, roofs are shaped the same way on houses. And so the wind rushes over the house, it creates a low pressure, and it's just enough to, once the wind gets under the eave there, it can pull the roof off. That's how roofs come off houses. And that's the type of thing that will occur right along the coastline.
Which is also where we're seeing the greatest threat for storm surge. So unfortunately for these areas, we are looking at potentially catastrophic impacts. And that's why we just wanted to, again, give you a once-over of this storm surge map in our counties to encourage those, like the story we just heard of people on Englewood Beach that are not wanting to evacuate. Just wanted to give you a reason why, show you that picture in hopes to encourage you to do so. So here's the rest of Charlotte County. You can see the greater than 9 foot storm surge up around Rotunda, over through Port Charlotte, through a lot of Punta Gorda, anywhere from 6 to 9 foot plus, and then up through the Peace River. Of course, that storm surge is going to be even greater as those rivers thin out a little further inland, because, as Scott mentioned, nowhere for that water to go. If we could zoom out on this storm surge map and kind of give it a once-over of the area again, we do want to give you a current look at the radar and give you a current look at Irma. But again, just want to give you one more look at this storm surge map as it stands right now.
And with a south wind and a southeast wind, or I should say a south to southwest wind, notice how the land masses that are oriented northwest to southeast, slanting from upper left to lower right on your screen, that's where you see the more red, because they were pushing more water perpendicular to the coastline. So that's where we get the inundation. And I feel for the folks at Sanibel Island, because it's going to be a long time, as was in the case with Charlie. You're not going to be able to get back on the island for a while, because they're going to have to go in and assess the situation. But that's no reason to stay. People need to leave. I know some folks have said, I don't want to leave because I can't get back. Well, leave them because it's safe. That we're getting people in the safe zones.
At least you'd be able to leave.
Exactly. And here it is. Here's the very latest radar. We see our severe thunderstorm watch, and we've kind of lowered it so that you can kind of, you see the entire region here. That's a severe thunderstorm watch in yellow, which is pretty typical with landfalling hurricanes on the right-hand side. And one of the stronger outer bands, you can see it showing up. We can loop this. Here we go. Near Key Largo, you can see another outer band moving on in. And I did notice just a little while ago, Danny, I was taking a close look at the radar. You're starting to see that slight northward turn of the hurricane now. So the turn is being made. And with that happening, we're going to start to see this push coming instead of west to east to west. The entire movement is going to come to the north. So let's go down to the eye of the hurricane, and let's stare at that eye going, we'll zoom in kind of close here. Okay, just like this now. Watch the beginning here. And if,
you're right. There's a little bit of a northern component to
yeah,
that.
and if we saw more of a loop to this video, we would see that it would be going west, 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 and then it's just starting to turn to the right, just barely. And so that's the curve that being anticipated. So the next update from the National
Which should
Hurricane...
have just come out at 2 o'clock. It is now 2:11, excuse me. So we'll see in that update if it has added that northerly component to the direction. So if we could get to the track here and see what that update is. It looks like Irma, still a Category 3 hurricane with wind speeds of 120 miles per hour. I'm wondering if this update has not come down yet at 2 o'clock.
I don't think that's it. It may be, but well, let's see if we can check it out here while we're talking.
All right, so I'm going to walk you through the timeline here. Scott is going to check and see if that update has been issued by the National Hurricane Center. Timeline, it still looks like a strong Category 4 storm with wind speeds of 140 miles per hour upon landfall in the Florida Keys Sunday morning. From there, it will continue to track north with a little bit of a westerly turn, and we're looking at a potential landfall through portions of Lee or possibly Charlotte County as still a Category 4 storm. Timeline for that, we're looking Sunday evening. From there, it will continue to track north, but it doesn't have a lot of interaction with land. And so as it stands right now, we're still looking at a strong Category 4 storm as it passes over Charlotte County into the Tampa area. And so it's not going to let up. As Irma continues to track north, it could potentially weaken to a Category 3 as it heads through North Florida and continue as a Category 3 hurricane, even heading into southern Georgia. So Irma will stay strong for a long, long time. And part of that has to do with the fact that the interaction with land is delayed and still portions could be over the water, keeping Irma strong. So Scott does have the latest update here.
And it is showing the latest update, the 2 p.m. update showing winds at 125 miles per hour still. Let's see if we can find the pressure on here to see if that's changed. That's an indicator. Usually the pressure will change first, and then we'll get a change in the wind speed. Notice what's happening right here, Dan. You can see the purple beginning to push to the north here a little bit.
Right. So we're watching for that tropical storm force wind field to, it looks like pressure 941 millibars on this.
Okay. So if that still is, that's the same as the last time. So the pressure means that the storm hadn't weakened from the last observation. And so even running along the coastline here, it hasn't weakened, which gives it the best chance as it goes back over water of it now strengthening, as we can see right here, back up to the Category 4 status. Look at that wind speed. That's tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. You see that white line across that 4 going across the Keys right by Key West. Unfortunately, winds of 140, likely gusting up to 155 miles per hour.
And the yellow circle that you see here, that's your tropical storm force wind field. So you know that we will start feeling those tropical storm force winds in southwest Florida by tonight as Irma continues to track northward. We will get the hurricane force winds by probably overnight into tomorrow morning. Sunday morning is looking like when we'll start to get those hurricane force winds. And then the dark red shading you see there, that's going to be your major hurricane force wind, which unfortunately at this time on the current track seems to encompass all of southwest Florida as that track continues north. So we are looking at our coastal communities potentially right in the eye of Irma, the most destructive part with the strongest winds right over our most populated areas. Another reason why it is important to evacuate to those approved shelters where you know you will be safe. As again, that wind field, the major hurricane force wind field, I should say, shrinks rapidly as Irma continues to track north across the state. But your hurricane force wind field staying relatively large even as Irma heads into the southern portion of Georgia, because it's staying a Category 3 at this point into Georgia. That's just how strong Irma is. And without that major land interaction, without the track being in the center of the state, it will remain strong, tracking north through the northern part of the state.
And this is the forecast from the National Hurricane Center. We saw just a little while ago that spaghetti plot, as we call it, where we see multiple computer forecast models they're all completely computerized. They run this forecast model, and I think we'll be able to look at that right here. And we see different options. Certain models have different parameters to them. And as we run those models, you'll see it right here. These are, looks like 3 or 4 different ones. And we'll put this into motion and show you the track. So this is what the Hurricane Center is looking at. And then they'll use they add the human element to this. Okay, this is the spaghetti plot. Most all of these are pushing straight over the general Fort Myers, Sanibel area. You see the yellow line there, I believe, is the National Hurricane Center track. But notice how there are a couple of them that are to the right, that are inland a bit. If the storm system were to take that path, it would have a dramatic effect in changing the forecast for Southwest Florida, for pretty much everybody, because it would shift that wind direction and storm surges likely would not be as bad. But the Hurricane Center's thinking is, with every model that they've been watching, and they're on this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and since the storm started east of Africa, and they're seeing which models seem to be the best. And the two models to the left there seem to be the ones that have been the best. And I see that so there's the Hurricane Wharf model, that's the HWRF, and then also a couple of the other models as well clustered in that area. There's always been models that have been outliers. You see the one going out to the central Gulf of Mexico. We know that one is highly unlikely. But so there's still a chance, Dan, that we move this. It's in a critical spot. We're right along the coastline with this track. We are focusing on the center because of the dramatic impacts, the changes that can occur with just that slight jog to the left or a little bit of a curve to the right. And if either one of those occurs, we'll have different impacts. We'll be able to keep everybody updated on this. But again, we also want to update you on the magnitude of this storm system. It is enormous, much larger than Hurricane Andrew was in scope. So Hurricane Andrew did tremendous devastation to a smaller region. We're likely to see, unfortunately, pictures like we saw in Andrew to a larger area.
Especially considering right now as the track stands, that eye is right up our coastline where we see most of our population. We still are going to have the threat for hurricane force winds further inland, and certainly homes there are also at risk at this point. But where we see most people living is unfortunately right where the strongest winds will be. And timing is going to be a big factor here, especially when it comes to for those that are wanting to evacuate. Hopefully at this time that has already been done, because those tropical storm force winds are well on their way. And you can see that on the radar behind me. The outer bands have already moved into our area, and the tropical storm force winds are not far behind. We'll get those as we head toward this evening.
Sure. Nothing worse than a hurricane just raking along the coastline, as we saw on the East Coast before. And so if the eastern eye wall just goes right up the coastline here, as we can see right in, let's see, we'll get that right in, I can't even tell which. Got a little bit of a delay right here.
On the other side of Scott.
So if that eye wall is just offshore, then the hurricane keeps its strength and it causes that devastation up in inland. If this track shifts to the right, it's a little bit better news, or less worse news, for Southwest Florida. And then also the hurricane weakens more quickly. It has a harder impact to South Central Florida. But again, like you said, there's a little less population in the center. So if it does go over a little bit inland further, it would be a better scenario overall. Obviously, it's going to be very difficult. But going up the coastline, that's making it rough.
And visually, it does look like the center is starting to get a little bit of a northerly component to it, although that was not reflected in the latest update. And when that northerly turn happens is really the key to the entire forecast. And we've said that a million times this week, because that is it. But that turn is very hard to pinpoint at this point, because models, we just showed you some of those model runs, but they've continually shifted west and west and west lately. And so it's really hard to pinpoint exactly where we're expecting that. But that really will dictate the severity of impacts up and down our coastline, or possibly for our inland areas if that's where the center is trending. At this point, visually, it looks like it's starting to head that direction, but we haven't had that confirmed yet.
It may just be a wobble. The Hurricane Center says it's still moving west right now, and then the turn will start to occur just a little bit maybe later tonight. But you can see moving right along the coast of Cuba.
It's on the center is almost directly south of Miami as it stands right now.
Yeah, which means that a direct hit on Miami is almost I don't want to say impossible, but with the scenario that we have here, it's highly unlikely, because it's going past that longitude. So when that turn is made, what's interesting is the storm surge maps have been updated, and we've been seeing a lot more red showing up. And so there's always new computer information coming in with the strength of the storm, with the wind speeds increasing as it comes towards the southern Florida coastline. That's why we're seeing that little extra storm surge potential.
Right. And you just saw there just over 200 miles away from the area right now, the center, I should say, just over 200 miles. So we are closing in on that time frame in terms of getting ready for the most severe impacts. You see, we already have those tornado warnings in place across our counties. That includes Charlotte, Lee, Collier, Blaze, and Hendry at this point. So that's a threat right now. Those outer rain bands moving through. But as we head toward tonight, that's when we get the tropical storm force winds. And then by tomorrow, our greatest threat going to be the hurricane force winds and the storm surge.
So we will want to talk about this more as we go through the next 6, 12, 18 hours. We'd love to get your reports. And we don't want you heading out into the storm, but wherever you are hunkered down, you can go to our Facebook page and send in your reports so that we can then interact with you and get all that important information out, and that way we can share that information and get everybody through this.
And of course, that works in reverse as well. We will be sending out all the updates we can on our Fox 4 Now app. So if you don't have that yet, please download that. We will be able to send those alerts right to your phone, as well as our Storm Shield app, which will give you a GPS pinpointed placement and let you know exactly what warnings, watches are in your area and what to expect if where you're at is somewhere that something like a tornado warning is issued.
All right, so we'll toss it back to you guys. This is